Hey everybody, it is time for my May front yard garden tour, and I'm calling this the making of a perennial cottage garden. So last year I was trialing out some plants that I really liked, and this year I bought more of and a few more new plants, and I just wanted to show you an update of how things are looking. Last month I was busy putting these plants in the garden, and here we are now in May. So let's start with my big bed. This is not new. This is Lily of the Valley. It was planted here by a previous owner, and I really just noticed it now, and I think they are so cute, these tiny little white bell flowers. So pretty. Now here is my stuff. This is an Agastache Rosy Posy. This one was over here, and it was being blocked by this pink hydrangea and this monster of a yarrow. So I just recently moved it to this location. Back there is my lavender phenomenal and a yarrow that I just put in, and red flowered lamb's ear. Here is the Russian sage that I put in, growing real well, and it's actually starting to bloom already. And then over here are the three little red birds in a tree. There's one, there's another, and the third one right there. These little guys, when I first put them in, you could hardly see them in the ground. I think they're starting to take off. I can't wait to see their flowers. They're supposed to be little cute red bird looking flowers. Alright, this is my pink hydrangea. Put on a lot of growth since last month. I don't see any flower buds on it yet, but we will get there. And then the monster of a yarrow. This is the terracotta yarrow. Doing well. I don't see any flower buds on this yet. It should get there. And then these are my rosy posies over here, Agastache Rosy Posies. And I think behind, right here, behind this yarrow, in front of the yarrow, I mean, purple skullcap that was growing real nice, and just recently it got decimated by the deer. It is a rabbit resistant plant, but not deer resistant, so I'm pretty upset about that. Alright, so back here I have red flowered ears lamb over here and over here, and they're doing real nice since I planted them. And then these are crocosmia over here and over here. Not much action on those yet. And then back here I've got purple Pikes Peak penstemon. They are putting on a lot of growth. They've definitely girthed up since I put them in. I don't see any flower spikes on them yet. More yarrow. And this one I might have some buds coming in. Don't know if they're buds or just new growths, but doing well. Alright, and then here's another purple skullcap. The deer didn't discover that one. It's doing well. My lavender phenomenal. I was worried about this one because I had trimmed it back by half early spring, and it was just sticks. And finally, it is now putting on growth, so I'm excited. The smell is amazing on that one. Alright, moving over to the side over here, I've got in the front here Agastache mandarin. And here, as well as over there, this is lemon thyme. And then behind the Agastache, I have elephant pink penstemon. There's 1, 2, and 3. And this one, I actually see some flower buds starting to come in. I put these in last year. They did not flower last year, but it seems like they are going to flower for me this year. So I'm definitely excited to see them put on a show. In between the elephant pink, I have more of that purple skullcap. Here's one, and then here's the second one. Putting on good growth. Here I have another Russian sage, also putting on blooms and growing well. Alright, so then over here I have those 3 Maltese cross. Where is it? 1, 2, and 3 that I had put in this year, putting on a lot of growth. And behind the Maltese cross I have rosemary. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then I have the Agastache Ava behind it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And then I have some salvias. I don't know the name of these salvias anymore. I put them in last year, but it's doing well. And another salvia over here. I think this one will produce pink flowers. It's called Lyrical Rose. And then this one will produce purple flowers. I think this will be the flower spikes coming in here. So that's doing well. And then back here I have hyssop. And I have my 3 hostas underneath this evergreen tree. And my hummingbird feeder. Alright, my spring pots that I had planted early in the spring, full of violas. Look at these nasturtiums. Oh my god, the size of these leaves, it's just crazy. These are, I put in from seeds, growing like crazy. More violas. I have some oregano here and some French lavender, which is getting ready to bloom. Here's another spike of that French lavender. What else do I have here? I think I have nasturtiums that I put in from seed. And this is it right here. It's not getting a whole lot of sunlight, but it should flower by now. It should flower. It's I think 60 days from seed to flower. I don't see anything happening yet, but it's almost there. Here's another pot, identical to the one that I just showed you. There's that French lavender getting ready to bloom. And then I have more nasturtiums that I grew from seed. A lavender that I don't know what it's called. And then I have my aguilesia or columbines that are in bloom now. Let's take a look at that flower. Sorry guys, it has been raining all day and everything is just soaking wet. But yeah, this aguilesia got also decimated by the deer twice already. And it keeps coming back like there's no tomorrow. And the little one over here, it's got a few flower buds that are getting ready to bloom. And in between the aguilesia, I have more of that yarrow. I think this is terracotta yarrow. And then I have my Agastache Ava here. And I have a tiny Russian sage, more yarrow, and another Russian sage. These Russian sage are not doing very well. And then I have purple Pike's Peak penstemon, 2 of those here, putting on a lot of growth. Red flowered lamb's ear, 2 mandarin Agastaches, a yarrow. Lavender Phenomenal, and Desert Eve Rose Yarrow, 2 of those. They didn't bloom for me last year, so we'll see what they do this year. And then my final 2 spring pots of the same type of flowers, violas, oregano, nasturtiums, and here are those alyssums, and I think I see them flowering at this point. There we go, the flower of the alyssum on my final pot. Oregano, violas, here are some alyssums, and nasturtiums. And the last plant that I have in the ground here is a hydrangea, an endless summer. Did not bloom last year. I did not trim it this year. I'm hoping that it will bloom. Crossing my fingers. Alright, you guys, that concludes my May perennial cottage garden update. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for more updates. As always, glad to have you here, and thanks for watching. Take care.